Splicer.
Welcome to a brand new episode of the Real Life Podcast, a member of the Nation Network of Podcasts and delivered by DoorDash.
The intro.
Welcome to Real Life, everyone.
What is going on right now?
I think that I'm in love with Magic and Drugs.
You guys all drunk?
You forgot to mute me over the intro.
You know there's going to be a good podcast when we won't shut up to just do the intro to the podcast.
We were already having a podcast before the podcast.
Full of beans.
Oh, plenty of beans.
I am not full of beans, and I'll tell you why I'm not full of beans. To be a bit of a downer, I'm going through the emotional. I'm going through grief. On Friday.
No.
Jeez, I can't even think straight. I'm so grieved. On Monday, I'm trying to professionalize my email.
Wow.
We're getting.
Okay.
Oh, is it? I think I know where this is going.
I think I know where this is going.
We're getting into. It's like, Jay, like you're starting to send proposals to like large companies. Like coming from a Hotmail account is probably not a good look. I'm like, but it's my identity.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
What
I'm
do
like,
these people have slagging on Hotmail?
well, it's
The OG.
Yeah, I know. And anyways, so trying to set up my Oilers Nation emails again and my Nation Network email accounts and trying to consolidate it. Somehow, some way, my Hotmail account got killed.
Can't you just re-sign up for it?
So we're working on it. Microsoft can't even explain what happened. They can't figure it out.
Oh, boy.
Hey, was it your ops?
Well done, your M-Check.
What? I don't know.
Stands for opposition.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're in the streets, as we are, your ops are your enemies.
Yeah, I got hacked
By your ops.
So it is. I feel. I've for the last 3 days I have felt lost.
You've been running that since like the beginning of email.
It's like that's where I conduct business. All those other email accounts is for me to receive. But I conduct business in there, and I get I normally get over 100 emails a day, and I might get 3 now. And I just feel like I am fucking missing everything.
Maybe it's like when social media locked me out of every platform for a different reason. It was the good Lord of the internet telling me to wind it down.
So so I'm like, Jay, you should be celebrating this. This is now opening up time and space, which you always say you don't have.
Exactly.
J 2.0.
But it came with stress.
But so I'm grieving right now.
Yeah,
so I'm grieving. Because normally I could go back and look at my email and there's something there, and then I feel like I'm doing something.
Yeah.
So now it's really weird.
Your M-Check, which button should I hit here for rest in peace to the Hotmail?
That one over there.
Bottom, top left.
This one?
No, bottom left.
That one?
Yeah.
Goodbye, Hotmail.
Well, so bag milk. Here's the other thing.
You heard the noise. We've already said goodbye.
But there's like all of the things that thing is connected to.
Yeah, isn't that your login for your
100%.
life?
Like I'm worried about the Nation because like all of our Facebook accounts are connected. Like there's, I know. So I'm
that
like,
could be bad.
Well, thank you. So we're like proactively going through all of the disaster control of all this. So it's
Are you saying that I need to strap my life to everything we do?
we'll set up a central account that you have access to as well for that.
So like an Oilers Nation at thenationnetwork.com kind of thing?
I think we have that.
Yeah, we have something like that. So yeah, Ronnie will let you know about that. But I was fine with it the last few days, being like, oh, we'll get it back. We got our Instagram account back.
Of course.
Like, we can get this back. And Microsoft yesterday essentially said like, this isn't coming back.
Was their email like, to be fair, nobody uses Hotmail?
Came directly
from Bill Gates?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bill
exactly.
Gates.
Yeah, so the grieving has started since yesterday.
So you're not getting it back.
How can they just not create a new one at the same... Can you sign up? What happens when you go to sign up? It says taken?
It says, it doesn't even say taken, it just says you can't have it.
Oh, boy.
It's really, like, Hotmail's that old. Like, it's
They probably have like an internal protocol. Like when people get kicked off, don't let them back on. So they go to Gmail like the rest of us.
Yeah, it's...
Outlook.com now?
I don't even know what I am anymore.
I was
I've
wondering
lost
when
my
MSN
identity.
died. They killed MSN, right? Like the chat. I wonder if anybody was chatting on it when it died. Like one more BRB, delete.
Yeah.
I'm going to nudge you one last time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my ICQ. Where are you?
Oh, ICQ. Well, Jay.
I'm done being a downer, but I just
New
wanted
Jay,
Yeah.
who's non-Hotmail. This
to...
guy,
NewJay@hotmail.com.
New Jay? Yeah. This guy's on fire.
This guy's going to start getting shit done because he's not bogged down by email.
That's right. He's on all those mailing lists for weird anime action figures.
I did do a big purge of all like the email lists I'm on. It's so much nicer. I killed probably 20 emails a day.
Cleanse your life.
Yeah.
In what way? Like, what were you killing? Like,
Just like random newsletters, or I bought something from online store X, Y, or Z, and they're sending me updates and deals.
Are you satisfied with your brony costume you ordered
Never.
last
I
night?
never am. I'd rather make my own. That's the lesson.
He didn't kill that one.
No.
Inspiring me.
He subscribes to the Brony Etsy account.
That's right.
I'm starting with my
I'm
own.
going through and unsubscribing to stuff right now.
Right now on the show. No better time.
Weird.
If there's one thing Tyler likes to do, it's anything other than this podcast.
Yeah. He is constantly dealing with other affairs.
Bang, got 2 out already.
See?
What are you unsubscribing from? What are you out of?
I would rather not talk smack about those businesses.
Oh.
Well, it's not smack about the businesses.
No.
It's just cleansing your life.
Your Blockbuster video newsletter?
Look at this sports betting newsletter. I don't need you anymore. I'm recovering.
See?
Oh, are you out?
No, I'm not.
Of course not.
The opposite. I'm only getting more in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the AGLC messaging you over and over. Tyler, are you sure? Tyler, are you sure? Tyler, are you sure?
Before we started recording this podcast, Tyler was talking about betting, and he said the funniest story because is it today is Amber's birthday?
No, it's coming up next week.
So Tyler had to buy her a gift, as you do, of course.
Yeah.
But he was worried about the cost of said gift until he realizes how much he generally bets on the Oilers on a nightly basis.
I was like going to pay for the gift for Amber, and I was like, "Whew, that's pricey for one item." Then I was like, "Wait, I definitely bet that much on the Oilers." Yeah, no, we're good. Amber's getting it. Order, pay for express shipping.
You lose that night, you return her gift the next day.
Because of your intense gambling, Amber gets a nice gift, so that's good.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way she goes.
I worry. I feel like we're working in like a drug lab with Pablo Escobar, and you're over in the corner like, I'm just trying a spoonful occasionally. Should we be letting him try the product?
Probably not.
Keep it tight, your M-Chuck.
Yeah, you got to keep it tight.
You're on the verge of blowing up. Don't fool around. Let's talk about your career.
Before we do that, shout out to the HGA Group, who's the title sponsor of this podcast.
That's a
It's episode
flex.
364.
Oh, wow.
To flex about himself, and it adds a
He was so
reach.
busy unsubscribing to company newsletter emails that he forgot the intro.
Well, actually, no. I forgot the intro because off the top, you were yelling over the intro.
Oh, that's true.
Well, he forgot to mute me.
He was
Once
singing
again
in,
because
he
you
was
were
singing
doing
in
something
harmony.
else.
Yeah, you're in harmony with the intro.
He was like
too.
a hype man.
I'm grieving your Remchuck.
I know.
You
I'm
should wear
literally
a
like,
widow's veil.
I should like.
Yeah.
I can't even
like
begin
that.
to tell you how. If I feel like I've lost a part of my identity. I'm legitly.
This is how I felt like I
grieving.
kicked off social, man. I couldn't. I'd think about it all the
Oh,
time. It was like
man.
somebody died.
Like I'm like I feel like I'm emotionally exhausted. I got to play hockey today, and I know I'm gonna have 0 in the tank.
Wear a widow's veil and have a ceremony.
Yeah.
I should.
If you want, you can log into my Hotmail.
You know,
every now and then.
part of the thing with Hotmail that was always so cute is I used to make fun of the fact I had Hotmail in some of my approach emails, and people that would cut through the noise.
It was your thing.
Yeah.
Make
Icebreakers.
your new
My
email
brand.
hotmail at thenationnetwork.com.
Just really show him where the bear shits and go back to a Yahoo email address.
I still have a Yahoo address.
Do you?
Does that one still work?
It's my
It's
login,
there.
right?
Oh yeah.
So like my iCloud account is attached to that, so I can't really delete
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
that reminds me. My Apple ID. Yeah, I got to change that.
Oh dear.
That sucks.
Have you ever tried to change anything with your Apple ID? Mine once got hacked, and they bought a shit ton of iTunes cards when you could buy iTunes gift
The
cards.
best.
Oh yeah, and then for me to then change my password, that was a crazy exercise.
Do you know why they steal iTunes gift cards, your M-Check?
No.
It's
How
so hackers
CRA
can
Yeah, I was going to say CRA wants your taxes paid in gift cards.
that, and then the hackers send each other Blink-182 albums as
Oh.
a tribute to each other. They say,
got
"Good
it.
hacking. Here's a Blink album paid for by Hack."
Well,
gift cards."
that's yeah. Well,
Did you know Rick still buys his
Oh,
music
this is
off
the
the
best.
iTunes store?
But like track by
doesn't
track.
run
Like he
Apple
pays
Music?
$1.30 per song.
Yeah, you play track by track.
Richard, after 20 songs, you have your account paid for the month.
He
You know,
he confessed that on Owen Radio,
Like
and
a
we were
year
all
and a half
just
ago.
dumbfounded.
well, that should be a office confessional.
yes.
should be.
What's Office Confessional? Why'd you say it in that tone?
Well, it's something. It's a content franchise we want to build. We haven't done one yet.
No, not one.
But we've tasked Waz with it, and
Yep.
we'll eventually get some off the ground. Because when someone says something that's kind of dumbfounding, normally it's your M-Chuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone should call it out and be like, office confessional, and then boom, you got to go to whatever the office style set
You gotta
is that we're
confess to
trying to
Waz.
have, and you got to confess to Waz.
Well,
Hey, usually when someone says stupid shit, it's your M-Chuck.
No. It didn't say
Suspicious shit.
stupid. Didn't say stupid.
No, we
said
said
criminal
bl-
shit.
Dumbfounding, like mind blowing. Like
I've never eaten flour.
I don't breathe air.
Does sound like something else.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never watched cable TV.
Yes.
Your M-Chuck, you
I didn't
must
know.
have.
I didn't know
anything,
television
it's-
go past 13.
If anything, it's more impressive that at my age I still have cable TV.
Well, for sports. Honestly, I go from whatever platform to live TV. It's only on the Oilers games that I'm off again.
You know what's so funny? I'm such a consumer sucker.
You love CBS shows?
I've got the full freight cable for sports, and I got the NFL package, so I can watch the Browns get shelled. And then I subscribe to every streaming service. So like I am just double-ended on
Means something.
on cable. Like everyone's like, cut the cord and stream. And now there's so many streaming options that I stream all the options and I still have the cord.
Bezos is trying to get the NFL to do a deal with Amazon Prime, hey? And he's trying
Really?
to
Will
like
you watch foosball there?
Yeah, and he's trying to like flex offer to destroy all the other networks and finally put a like nail
It's
in
a
the
matter
heart
of
of cable.
Yeah, it's a matter
and
of
even though he's offering so much money, the NFL is like worried that if they do the deal with him, Bezos will basically own the NFL. So they're not doing it, or they're wondering what to do.
He tried to buy the Broncos for like $4 billion and couldn't, or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was something ungodly. He really wants to own a team.
Kanye might buy the Broncos with that guy that quit and took his shirt off. What's his
Antonio
name?
Brown?
That's the one.
I don't think they're going to buy the Broncos. You need $4 billion at least. to buy the
Yeezy
Broncos.
got that smoke.
Yeezy
got the
can
smoke.
access
You think
the smoke.
Yeezy has $4 billion that he could just
I think
drop on the
Yeezy has such
Broncos?
a big deal with the Adidas organization that he could get capital partners to make him the face.
He'll get
But the
Louis
NFL
Vuitton
is
to back him.
terrified. Yeah, seriously. But the NFL would not want Kanye West to be.
If they don't want Bezos, then
Well, Bezos got that droopy eye though. That's weird. All that money, you can't fix your droop eye. Come on, come on. Cher's 108 years old and she looks like she's 20.
Yep.
And Jeff Bezos can't fix his droop eye.
You got $190 billion, Tyler.
Come on,
Fix it up.
he could buy the whole NFL if he wanted to.
he could. I love. What's this guy? Who's
Profound.
in charge? The Paul Tagliabue. Who's in charge of the NFL?
Oh, I think he was once upon a time.
pretty
No,
sure
it's
Tiger
Roger
did.
Goodell.
Roger Goodell. He's like, no, I'm sorry, Jeffrey Bezos. I am, in fact, the richest man in the world. You cannot have a team.
Can you believe the NFL is a non-profit organization?
It's
Anyways.
genius. And doesn't he get a private plane for the rest of his life as part of his...
Commissioner deal.
Yeah.
NFL is registered as a nonprofit.
Yes. All the franchise fees they get and all the trademarking is taxed at a not-for-profit rate.
That feels illegal.
Listen,
No.
And it's not, but it feels.
when
illegal.
all the lawyers work for you, you do own the law.
You make your own loopholes.
You know you do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's talk about your career. Let's talk about how on trade deadline day, you were broadcasting 25 hours in one single day. You did 2 shows simultaneously, and you blew up, and you did a very good job. Please elaborate.
The show went well. The show went very well. It went by a lot quicker than I thought it would. We ended up going for almost 4 hours straight live. I only took 1 piss break.
Then you did a pregame right after.
And then I did a podcast after that.
Damn.
It was a long day, but I'm happy we did it, and it was fun, and I'm already looking forward to next deadline day.
And the streets have embraced you. What'd you hear?
Lots of just great feedback, actually. Like, a lot of people really liked it. The
Like
big
who?
ones- yes, Jay Onright messaged me.
Oh. What did he say?
He's a big DFO guy anyways.
Don't be so nonplussed. I need you to be a little
Yeah, I
plussed.
think he said something different.
You did well.
Unless
He
you
said-
lied to us
he
earlier.
DM'd me and said, you were a damn fine broadcaster,
There you
sir.
go.
Now I need you to be happy. I'm not your father. This isn't an emotionally cold conversation. You need
Yeah.
to be happy for yourself.
No, I am happy for myself.
You've done
And
very well.
It was a lot of fun, and like the praise we got, people loved the creeper cam on Sarah Volley in the top right.
Oh,
corner.
it was the best.
No commercials. We just had ad reads. So while TSN and Sports Network cut
Shout
away
out 3
for,
Ice and Manscaped. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming aboard. And PointsBet.
when they were cutting away for 3-minute commercial breaks, we didn't have to. We could just keep talking hockey. We were available very easily with Sportsnet, TSN, I believe. And again, not to just keep directly throwing shit at them, but like those more traditional broadcasts, you have to sign into a service to get them. You have to go to Sportsnet Live, TSN Live. With us, it was YouTube. We're live on YouTube.
Yep.
On
And
Twitter.
On Twitter.
On Facebook.
like wherever you wanted
TikTok.
to watch us.
Facebook for hopefully the foreseeable future. We'll
we
see.
Twitch
This
it?
email, we got an email situation we got to sort out.
The
Anyways,
login email has been deleted.
I think the root email account is done.
You
And then
don't
the
have
other
to
thing,
work for
too-
TSN because you can be in Riverdale now with the magic of computers and be on the air with Frank
Yeah,
Saravalli.
RSN, Riverdale Sports Network.
And we weren't geo-locked. Those other broadcasts are geo-locked, right? You can't watch them in certain areas and shit like that. And we were available for anyone across the world who has internet.
Wow.
So it was really cool.
You're talking big terms here. I like it.
Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. It was unique to be a part of that. I've never really done anything quite like that.
Hit me with some crazy numbers, views, page views.
50,000K or 50K on Twitter was what we did.
50,000.
YouTube, which our YouTube account isn't very big yet. Subscribe, Daily Faceoff. But we
And
Nation Network.
Yeah, and the Nation Network. But on the Daily Faceoff YouTube specifically, we never really dipped below like 450 people watching.
Wow.
And at its peak, we had like, 600 people viewing it at a time. So that was really cool.
You're like
as
a
well.
Tekashi69 live Insta.
And people stayed too. Like the chat on the Daily Faceoff YouTube was like really good and it was consistent. And there were people in there, and like the number of people we had in there compared to the number of views we ended with, which I think was like 4,500 or something. That shows me that not a lot of people were just like coming in for 10 seconds and being like, oh, this sucks, and turning it off. People were actually staying for like a good chunk of time. So
I think about myself when I was back in a cubicle before I worked here. It's the perfect show for it because you could watch it, of course. It was fun to look at Frank. I had a good time staring at you. I had a good time staring at Frank. But you could also just leave it on in the background, and you guys did a good job of describing things without necessarily having to see it, which is another reason it's different.
You know what I like to do, your M-Track? I have a big TV at Wanya Manor now, and I put your face on the screen, and I get real close to watch. And I'm like about an inch away from the screen, and you're here, and I'm just like eating food, and I'm just like, you're M-Track. And then occasionally I'll go, there's my guy, a little kiss for him. Anyways, that's how I watch Trade Deadline Day.
The fact that I got a bunch of people...
I had something to say, and that just threw me off.
Well, that'll happen.
People reaching out unprompted saying it was good kind of shows me that like it actually did do well.
Well, hundreds of thousands of impressions, tens and probably 100,000s of views, actually.
Jay Onright, the king of sports
Jay
media.
Onright gave you the chef's kiss.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was a lot of good. The ISOCAM was good. The content was good. But I couldn't help but notice for that 3.5 hours, that's probably the happiest I've seen Tyler Graham.
Oh, yeah,
you could see his happiness
not
coming
now.
out through that. I
not
can
now,
tell
not right now, but then.
No, he hates podcasts, but I think he actually has a passion for this stuff.
I like doing it. It was fun.
Yeah,
it was cool to kind of manage
that.
everything. And
you're not allowed to leave this podcast. Don't even ask. I don't care how big you're blowing up. Well, this is the albatross around your neck dragging you down.
Well, maybe he's just got a live broadcast from here forevermore.
Like 24 hours a day for the rest of his life?
Like a Big Brother type
let's set up our own CNN, or well, I'll call it TNN, obviously.
We'll weld a GoPro to a neck brace on him, and he can't take the neck brace
at the
off.
desk all day.
You'll be like that guy
I think you can cover everything.
You'll be like that guy that follows trains. You know?
Truman.
I like that guy on TikTok.
Yeah, I like that guy.
He follows trains.
Yeah, he gets excited about trains.
Oh.
And he's got this weird camera that's filming himself, but it's a wide angle lens, so he looks really funny. Mm-hmm. I like him. We can do that with Tyler.
Train guy?
Yeah, train guy.
He's a British guy.
Don't you think about quitting this podcast.
This is what it looks like.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, like, why is he
Look at
filming
them
like
goo-goo eyes.
That's why I like it. I don't know.
That ain't it.
But if we did that for Tyler, everybody's enjoying that content.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Tyler needs that lens. That's great.
Tyler's bigger than that now, Bag Milk. I don't know if you know this. This must be how the rest of NSYNC felt when JT recorded that song on his own. They were like, this is a limited time option.
Well, that's why it's especially funny that we're going to Calgary on Saturday and we want to record a pregame show on the bus. But Tyler's having a real problem with it because now he's a pro.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the idea of me just holding my phone like we used to do.
Chris
I definitely
doesn't
don't like
how
that.
JT's
We've got
dancing.
a gimbal.
Oh, well, I know Kennedy's going to bring it in, but she says it's hard to use, so I got to learn it in like a day, and then her Bag Milk has to learn it in a day. And then
So you're worried about the video quality?
I'm worried about a lot of things.
Your boy's got you covered, man. Old
I know.
steady Steve right here.
Are we gonna do lav mics? Are we gonna do handhelds?
You tell me what we need to do.
Well, that's what I need to figure out if we're gonna do a pregame show.
Handhelds.
Do you think
hate
TSN plans everything in advance? Come on.
You know what the problem is with TSN is that they
throw
do
Jay on
plan
right-
things in
I
advance.
know.
You think they have meetings before they start shooting things? Of course they don't.
We got to break that tremesh. Wow, I'm still grieving. I can't think.
Rest in peace, Hotmail.
Traditional.
Yep.
I know. And we will.
Mindset.
Handhelds would be pretty difficult to pull off, though.
You want to hold hands during it?
That'd be nice.
Is that how they do it in the big leagues?
That's friendship. Friendship and sports.
I'm worried the
content.
bus is going to be too noisy.
Yeah.
Bus can be noisy.
You're going to have to yell.
So are people going to hear us?
Probably going to need lav mics.
Probably
So
going to
then
need
we'll go
microphones.
lavs.
All right.
You
And
can
then-
quietly ask the bus to be quiet.
Is there some kind of like Bluetooth receiver technology between phone and mic?
Yep.
Or does this have to be shot on the camera?
Probably just be shot on the camera.
Shit. So then we got to get to Calgary ASAP so then we can load that video.
Or we go old nation style.
Instagram Live?
We just guerrilla style it.
Yeah, you
and
got
your boy
it.
Bag Milk's filming.
Yes.
Steady Steve.
Just
I
like
got the
Tekashi.
hands, got ice in my veins.
Yeah, it's gonna they can move in and get emotions, but how are we gonna capture the sound? I'm a loud talker. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah like we're not doing it.
No,
yeah,
we're doing
maybe
it.
we'll go to the zoo next Thursday.
Tyler's personal brand's connected to this.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it in a nation-y way that's also legit and good for the viewer.
When Facebook...
Unpack that.
When the German Oilers Nation Facebook gets deleted and German Oilers Nation on Twitter goes, now we're really Oilers Nation because we got deleted. Our reputation is being crappy on purpose. So you need to just nut up and let Bag Milk film you on his iPhone
Sometimes, sometimes I'm going to say it, the rawer the better.
There you go.
Yep.
It's the name of my sex tape.
Okay.
So what do you got? What was but you said you have a way.
He doesn't want to do it. I can tell he doesn't want to do it.
Do you want to pack up the studio and put it in the bus?
No, because that won't work.
Would you like to pre-record before you get on the bus?
And pretend you're on the bus.
Yep.
Vroom.
Green screen.
Whoa, hit a bump.
Oh, look out. Pull over in Red Deer so I can pee.
No, well, it'll work. I know how it'll work in my head.
Perfect.
Well, then tell us now.
Camera, gimbal, 2 lavs plugged into Jay and myself.
So you want to do proper camera?
Yeah, we'll do proper camera.
How's it getting loaded?
SD card in the camera, SD uploader to my MacBook, hotspot, send.
We could have used you for the...
hotspot.
All right.
I'll hotspot and send it.
We really could have used you for the last 14 years.
Won't that
I don't know
kill
where
all
the
your
hell you've
data?
been growing up and
Won't
whatnot.
that kill all your data?
I get like 40 gigs.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I have to
gig
share,
rich.
I have to
This guy's
share it with Amber,
flexing
but
on us.
Well,
Amber
Amber's
doesn't
getting
need
a nice gift.
Yeah, for her birthday, which is coming up.
Hey,
So-
we're at the end of the billing cycle. Amber don't need that data.
fair enough.
Well, that's fair. I love when it's, I get like, you've hit 95% of your data, and I look at the date, and there's one more day, and I'm like, yeah,
casual.
I got
Using
you.
that 5%.
I got you.
They don't let me carry it over.
Try
You
to
gotta
upsell
spend.
me.
Spend.
I know what I use.
We got your data covered.
But send me a newsletter email.
Yeah.
I may subscribe to your suggestion and purchase.
How would we send you an email? You don't have an email address.
Oh man,
What would you like me to do? Fax you?
This has been therapeutic to talk about it a bit, but
Get it off your
literally,
chest.
oh man, because it's and I've got active dialogues going about business
You're just
things.
Ghosting everybody
And
you're
it's just-
talking
I'm like,
to?
yeah, so we're like trying to.
Oy, oy, oy.
Oh fuck! So the one thing we can do, and this is what's fucked, is they can give me access to my old emails.
What?
But they can't give me access. They can't activate my email.
You got to go to a game in LA and yell at Ballmer directly.
Oh man!
Give me back my Hotmail. He'll be like, "You're still on that?"
I did go to a Clippers game and I saw Ballmer and he was very animated.
Did you bring up the email?
Well, I still had the account. I had no beef.
Yeah, no, at this time.
There was no quorum.
How could you have known?
Oh, sorry, quorum. Quarrel. Jesus, Jay, I can't even think.
How could you have known?
I'm emotionally strained, Tyler.
This must be how Lindbergh felt when he lost his baby. Do you know that joke here, I'm sure?
No.
Do you know who Charles Lindbergh is?
No.
Do you know anybody named Charles?
No.
This joke will not make sense.
What about Charles?
No.
You don't follow F1?
No.
What about ROOPE? Isn't that the name of that player?
Rupe
Rupe
Hintz?
Hintz, the ace of spades.
Oh, the Ace of Spades. Why do they call him that?
Mike McKenna says he gave him that nickname when they played together.
What's his brother's name? Anzi. No.
What?
He's got there's on the Kings. His brother plays on the Kings.
The
Rupe
Ace
Hintz
of
has a brother on the
Spades.
Kings?
Yeah. Like
I made fun of
Anzi
him.
or
I made fun of old Roop on Twitter.
Are you sure you're not thinking of Anzi Kopitar? Oh, Miko Hintz. He's got a brother named Miko Hintz.
Now how the student has become the
Yeah.
teacher.
No,
now
there's
who's
one-
getting emails
No,
from
no.
Jay Onright?
Doesn't he have one? There's one that plays for the Kings. It's not Miko.
No, he plays in the Finnish league.
No, Rupe Hintz has a brother. Who am I? No, I'm thinking of the Kempe brothers.
Adrian and Mario.
There it is.
Or the Kopitar brothers, Anze and Gasper.
Gasper.
Gasper with a G?
What about the Yamamoto brothers, Kaler and Keanu?
Keanu sounds like a real card. The
Keanu.
Ace of Spades. Huh?
Did I hear right that he's playing in McGill or something? Anyways,
Yeah, Anze has a brother named Gasper.
yeah.
Plays in the King's system, actually, or that's where he last played. No
so
longer.
What are we,
I
just
was
like
kinda
freestyling
right.
players that
That's
have
the
brothers
mistake
now?
that turned out right. Oh, sorry.
Brett
Lie.
Lindros.
Yep.
Ever heard of him, your M Chuck?
You ever heard of Keith Gretzky?
Yeah.
Doug Pitt.
Yes.
You know Doug Pitt's story?
No.
He does Australian Telecom ads.
Yeah, Virgin Mobile.
All right.
Didn't make it over into the your M Chuck house, that fact?
They
Didn't,
give you 40 gigs over there too. Your
yeah, there's no excuse for not knowing. You got 40 gigs, you don't know who Brad Pitt's brother is?
Yeah.
Before we keep going on, talk about Manscaped being the sponsor of the trade deadline show.
Yes.
They got promo codes for the entire nation as a part of it. So if you're interested in picking up the Lawnmower 4.0.
They're at the 4.0?
Yeah. Upgrades.
I got my hands on the 4.0. That thing is a piece of technology.
Interesting.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I'm still running 3.0 technology, and
must just be a disaster down there.
If you were looking for a player comparable for this,
okay,
the precision of the Lawnmower 4.0.
Is he Rupe
97?
hints or Gasper hints?
97, baby.
Yeah, 97, eh?
And if you want to get your hands on this bad boy, head to manscaped.com and use the promo code REALLIFE, all caps, no spaces, 20% off free shipping, manscaped.com. Hello.
Or better 20. Thank you.
That one would be for better late than never. Or if you like...
it's a promo code off. Here we go. Bag Milk launches a podcast that takes off bigger than any podcast in the whole family.
You're right. Everybody's blowing up at this table.
And now he's trying to flex his promo code over us.
God.
How much does this guy want?
Yeah.
Jay, we're not going to be left behind like the other guy in Wham.
Oh, fuck.
Everybody at the table here but us has got something blowing up.
It is. We are dwindling, my friend.
We do not need you fantastical podcast co-hosts.
Oh, my
We'll
God.
go it on our own.
You're having a good month, Bag Milk.
Thank you.
So are you, okay? Hey, thanks for Red Shot. You're a card. The ace of spades.
How is Real Life doing?
Very well.
Yep.
I've never looked once, and I've never listened once.
It's
4
an
years,
excellent
5
podcast.
years in the game.
We're having a good month.
Yeah.
That's good.
I went on the Gregor show yesterday.
I know, and my dad texted me and said, "Who is this Oilers Nation guy? Do you know him?"
Really?
I said, "He's insane."
What?
Turn off the radio.
What? Do tell. How'd that go? What
Yeah,
did you
how'd it
talk
go with
about?
Greg's?
Well, I holler and I say, I'd like to be an advertiser, Edmonton Coffee Club. ygcoffeeclub.ca. I know I'm not allowed to do contra ads now that we're publicly traded, but just swing by. Anyways, he's like, I'll let you advertise if you come on the show.
Well
And your
done.
Amtrak, he's always been making moves like this. He's always been offering come on the show, and I don't do what he says, and he pulls it back. But I went on the show. And Struddy was on the show. Remember him?
Jason Strudwick, former NHLer.
When this show began 12 years ago, it was Gregor, Strudwick, and Wanye, because I insisted they come on the show to show me what to do. And they seem to still remember that. So they were bothering me about it. Mm-hmm. And then I said to Strudwick, "You're very good on Oiler broadcasts." And he said, "Thank you." That is the end of my story.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. Your dad said, "Who is Wanye?"
Well, he was like, "There's a guy."
Yeah.
What was his text to me? I can actually give it to you just word for word.
Well, maybe it's...
he said, "Who's Gregor talking to? Someone from Oilers Nation."
Yeah. And you said he's crazy?
No, I said that's one of the people who founded the website.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
And then he didn't respond to me.
well, that's how it goes.
Did you tell him about the Jay Onright exchange?
Yeah, whenever Jay Onright messages me, I screenshot it and send it to the family group chat.
And what was the
Very
response to that
exciting.
one?
I am actually not sure. I don't remember.
Radio Sounds, because they're just so used to seeing Jay Onright screenshots?
No, I think they all react.
Oh, a lot of Wordle in
gotta
there,
scroll
eh?
through all
Big
the Wordles.
Wordle family.
Yeah, my family group chat's been weird the last couple of days. Yesterday, my dad just messaged everyone. So in this group chat, it's like my mom, my dad, me and Amber, my sister, her husband, my other sister, and her husband. So it's like
How many sisters do you have?
two. So
How many husbands do they have?
two, one per.
All right. That seems like that's okay for now.
But so this group chat is usually fairly busy. And the other day, my dad just put in there and said, just 2 pizzas. It's like 5 o'clock. And he just posted a picture of 2 different pizzas he got and was like, "Dad alone supper, boss has gone mad and royal special. Come for a piece before your mom gets home." What?
Is Amber allowed in that chat?
Amber is in that chat, yeah.
Without marriage?
Yeah, without marriage.
I would have thought that like your wedding ceremony would have been the ring and then accepting her to the
Here's the
family
chat.
chat. As
She
you see,
actually-
we've been talking about you.
She's in another group chat that I'm not in with members of my family.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's
They're going to do a 5150 on you, buddy. You better keep an eye on that chat.
that's my dream.
But anyways, yeah. And the other thing that's been just an absolute shit show in the family group chats recently is, so you talked about Apple IDs. So my parents, being just out of touch with technology, both registered for their
Except for your
Apple
dad
ID.
likes TikTok.
I know.
Okay.
It's very weird. They both registered for their Apple IDs back in the day as the same email.
Oh.
So sometimes you get a text.
Hotmail, probably.
You'll get a text from my dad, and you'll be like, "What the fuck? Why is he sending me this?" But it'll actually be a text from my mom, but their Apple IDs get like crossed in the back end.
Yep.
So sometimes I'll like, if you're planning to buy one of them a gift, you can't text them about it.
Interesting.
Because it might just go to the other person. And gifts have been ruined because my parents don't know how to set up Apple IDs properly. And that's your update on my personal life for the week. That's all you get.
Well,
it was
that's
pretty
pretty good. It's pretty
So
detailed.
did you go for pizza?
No, it was 5 o'clock. I already ate. I eat dinner before 5.
You're at 5 o'clock?
It's a crippling regimen that you subscribe
Office
to.
confessional right there.
Do you always eat dinner before 5 o'clock?
Around 5.
Do you have a second dinner or do you go to bed at 7?
Yeah, I have a quick lounge.
I was in bed at 8:30 last night.
Oh my god, dude.
8:30.
Yep.
Fuck.
Watched an hour of TV, fell asleep.
I think I ate dinner at 8:30 last night.
I don't know how you people do that.
How are you a prodigy and yet simultaneously already retired and elderly?
Yeah, it's quite fascinating.
It is strange.
What are you gonna do with us this
Are
weekend?
you up at 4 a.m?
God, no. I need like 10 hours of sleep if I'm going to function.
I sleep 14 to 16 hours a day or I don't thrive.
You're like a bear.
Koala.
What are you gonna do this weekend? Is that gonna be a battle for you? It's gonna be a long day on Saturday.
Well, it depends on when we eat dinner, but I'll be fine.
The only way he stays up late is if he's gambling.
We can gamble. We can hit the Nina.
Energy hits him up. Oh, look at his face.
Wow, the eyes.
man.
The eyes.
Look
Hey,
at
maybe a little
that.
post-game craps.
Yeah. Oh,
Look at his eyes.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
all their eyes.
Post-game craps.
So yeah.
I'm the only one making drugs and not trying it.
So I'm on baby watch officially. I believe I'm getting permission to go. I find out today.
In case you're wondering, the guesses are Jay Downton. This is revisiting the baby pool, of course. March 31st. Bag Milk, April 3rd. Chalmers, R.I.P. April 10th. Tyler, April 22nd. Wanye, April 15th on baby watch.
Who's looking best right now, Jay?
I have a sneaking suspicion I am looking best.
You got
The due
7
date
days.
is what's the actual date?
April 21st. I don't know. We went and did an ultrasound today, and I feel like I don't know. I don't know anything. It's just this is just all, and I'm also very emotional because of the email loss.
Yeah.
So I'm
Not
just
'cause of the baby.
I feel like my senses are heightened.
What would you say is the likelihood this baby's yours?
Well, that'll be the next
100%?
test.
Mazel tov. Not even a wrinkle of a doubt.
So
That's the dream.
I am. If I get a call, I am taking an Uber to Edmonton.
Oh,
And we looked up the prices. You're looking at about $420 if you're going to
Was
Uber
it 420? I
Comfort.
thought it was like 3. Oh, if I'm
that's if
going
you had an
comfort. If I'm
XL.
going comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
course,
have
you're
to.
gonna get the
You gotta
XL.
go comfort.
So as long as we're at destinations that are very Uber accessible,
Like the casino.
like the casino, loads of Ubers.
What if you find out the baby's coming while we're driving through Balzac, Alberta? Then what do we do?
Wouldn't
We
the
let him
Uber
out at
driver-
Balzac.
Wouldn't the Uber driver in Calgary get stitched because they'd have to drive back after dropping you off in
Absolutely.
Edmonton?
You're not going to pick up a fare on the way back down to Calgary.
Yeah, but like he's gonna do well.
Not
on it.
enough to drive there and back.
Okay,
at
but
his
think
time.
of-
Because think about it's about 6.5 hours of there and back.
Yep.
And it's $400. So you remove.
It's also 2 tanks of gas.
Is it? What do you drive?
Well, it's a
It's
comfort.
a comfort, so an SUV.
Yeah, it's probably an Escalade
that's an
ESV.
XL. XL's a comfort. Comforts can be cars.
Oh, okay.
So
Toyota Tercel.
So it's probably 100 in this climate, $150 in gas.
Okay.
So it's
So let's say he makes $350 off this trip.
Plus,
and
Jay
then
will
Uber
tip
takes their
handily.
cut. So say he makes 300
Two
for
tanks of
6.5
gas.
hours.
2 tanks of gas.
No, that's net. The gas is now netted out. It's like $50 an hour. That's I'll do anything for
You'll
$50
drive yourself
an hour.
home in an Uber
Anything.
to have a baby?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know. I actually agree with you. I think it makes sense.
Throw it open to an Uber pool and drop
that's-
someone off in Red Deer.
That's and you get to listen to an audiobook because best believe I am falling asleep in the back.
Oh.
a last-minute audiobook on parenting?
Just
So you're
imagine,
having a baby in under 4 hours.
imagine that Uber ride for the driver too. Jay gunned, sleeping in the back. He's driving quietly to Edmonton.
Emergency
at
baby
11 p.m.
podcast.
You won't be able to fall asleep because I'll probably be snoring because I've been drinking.
I would hope the Uber driver doesn't fall asleep.
Tyler, I'm bringing my wineskin.
Hey, are you gonna sneak it into the dome?
Hey, I'm not revealing.
Well,
my plans.
Hey, Jay, I'll tell you a good one. When I was there for the launch of Wanye Jr., they're like, here's your gown. And it was like very nerve-wracking, and I didn't know what to do. So I went and changed into it.
You have the
And I
cheeks
came
out?
back in the room, and they're like, you didn't have to change. You could have just put that over your clothes. And I was like,
Ass is hanging out.
no, I had like my ginch on, but I didn't know. I was very nervous. So I went
yeah,
back,
yeah.
put my
Yeah, of
clothes
course.
back on, then put my gown back on. But I actually went into the little bathroom in the room and changed my clothes.
I would have done the same thing. But in all seriousness, it's a very, very low likelihood. But I told my girlfriend if I get the call, I will hop in an Uber and come home immediately.
You know you have to upgrade her now. You can't call somebody you've had a baby with.
We're gonna be cast
Baby
then while
mama?
you're
Now
on.
you're upgraded to baby mama.
BM.
Like the movie with the lady from 30 Rock, Baby Mama.
Tina Fey,
One of the best.
Amy Poehler.
Baby Mama.
We'll be cast, and then Jay will be the guest spot.
You should Google Jay. I'm having a baby in 4 hours, and I'm in an Uber, and see what it replies to you.
There's probably a Reddit thread.
What's your course of action at this
point?
Are
we doing any sort of podcasting while we're in Calgary?
No.
We'll see where the night takes us.
Don't lie to Google. You're not having a baby in an Uber. Don't do that.
No, we should just do some video content.
The ads you're going to get on Twitter now?
Yeah, we should do some video content.
This is the nation's emails, not my personal.
Oh, that's fair.
So we should do a recap.
I just want to know if I should bring the Roadcaster.
No, do not.
Do not bring the Roadcaster.
Do not bring it.
Okay. I will not.
If the Oilers win that night, will you give the baby an Oiler-related name?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like
whoever scores the game winner.
Well, that's like... That's
Evander Kane.
Which reminds me, I need to bring my Mark Letestu jersey into the office. But yeah, there is that special moment. I got to bring my signed.
Should I bring the
jersey in here? Yes, you should wear the romper.
Benson gets 2 assists that night. You name your kid Tyler Benson down.
Well, we're gonna think it's Benson, but it's actually Broussard. We get confused.
Is that annoying to anybody else? I wonder if Derek Broussard
legacy?
had to buy him a watch or something. Isn't that a thing in the MLB a lot?
Is he? But has Broussard always been 16?
Yeah. No, he's wearing a bunch of different jerseys.
Really?
Yep.
Because if he's always been 16, I get it.
It's never good when they give your number away.
But also, you're going to be here for like 20 games, Broussard.
But well, that just means Benson's coming for 0 games. Like that's a nail in the coffin move.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine having a Benson jersey.
But they better, unless there's like a video being like, oh yeah, Derek bought him a blah 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 for doing that. Because Benson, I'm sure, is not tied to 16. I don't know what was the number in junior.
No, Benson would have picked 16 this year.
In lieu of,
because he was 40 some last year, right?
But in lieu of, like, what was he in junior? What was
You'd imagine, though, he had his pick of 16. So
I guess my question, Jay, is if it came right down to it, would you name your baby Mike Smith or Mikko Koskinen?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mikko,
would you like to see get a shutout?
You know what's
less
going
that
on
night?
right now? And I think it's Jay Woodcroft's effect on Mikko is developing some swag.
And some sass too.
Yeah, well, that comes from swag. Like it's kind of interesting, and it's starting to like affect me to now not feel so fearful about him.
Mm-hmm. In case you're wondering,
so
Tyler,
you didn't answer my question.
Easily influenced.
Are you going to raise Mike Smith or Mikko Koskinen too?
We don't know. The night will tell.
No, but like, who would you rather name? Like, if you had a choice of which Oiler goalie to name your baby after?
Oh, Mikko's a cool name.
Yeah, it's cool. Good job. Good
Mikko
job.
Down. Yeah.
Derek Broussard has worn 16, 19, 10, 18, and 25.
Wow. Okay, I was wrong.
Well, he couldn't be 10.
Nope.
Couldn't be 18.
Who's 18?
Couldn't be 25.
25 Daryl.
Couldn't be 19.
Couldn't be 10.
Thanks.
Sean Harkoff.
Yep.
Wait, could he be 10?
Derek Ryan.
Can't be 10 then.
I'd said 10 earlier.
I said it.
And then you said it.
You could be
So
29.
then I said it again.
Is anybody 29 in the Oilers? Bag Milk, you might want to look that one up.
Nope.
Nobody?
Not a very handsome German at all.
You should start a group chat with Jay Onright and your dad, your Amtrak.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine how your dad
I
would
think
be
he
so
and my
happy?
dad would get along really well.
And just started off, hey guys, and then rebroadcast the pizza shots.
Invite him over for a slice of pizza.
There you go.
Jay Onright is a guy who would show up for a slice of pizza.
I invited my kindergarten teacher over for dinner once. You could invite Jay Onright over for pizza.
I'm thinking we do a summer pod with like Onright and Reed Wilkins. They're boys.
Yep.
And we do like a
Lloyd.
little fun little round table.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be a fun
would be
pod.
fun.
Just look
Shoot
Onright in
the
the
shit.
eyes and be like, do you know I'm coming for you? And then just stare him down for an hour live on
Yeah.
TV.
We should have you do your own Sports Center, but we get no highlights, so you can't.
Da-na-na.
Can we get him a tie?
Yeah, just
And
play.
we sing the anthem?
There's
to start?
a workaround.
Avoid copyright.
It's an
Just
acapella.
change one note. Da-na-na, da-na, do.
Boing.
Yeah, just like human voice it.
Yeah. Problem solved.
I was actually thinking of doing a weekly show on the Daily Faceoff YouTube that was me ranking the 5 biggest stories from the last week, and it could kind of be like that.
The reason you're such a good broadcaster is because your bangs naturally feather. And
I usually wear a hat.
Wow, but you weren't that day, were you?
No.
You
You
had
were
Anchorman
pro'd up.
hair.
Yep.
That's why.
I had my shirt tucked into
Yeah.
my pants.
Yeah.
How
Like
dare
Jay
you?
Onright himself would.
How dare you tuck your shirt?
Well, I think this is going great.
I think this is one of the best ones yet.
One of the best Tyler Remchuk centered episodes.
And Tyler's very awkward about it, which is very good.
And I also really have to piss
Are you
right
enjoying
now.
it? Send Jay an email.
Shocker.
I actually
Pee
just
now you didn't pee all trade deadline day.
I
Now
know.
you have to pee.
And that's
Right before the show's supposed to go live, your Hemchuck's like, I had 2 coffees right before this, and I haven't peed yet.
we're a piss jug.
I've been spending the last 10 minutes deciding if I can run down to go piss. Can I trust you guys to not say something?
No.
Absolutely.
You can't pee.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should go pee.
Yeah, you should.
We'll handle it from here.
It's fine. We've got it under control. We're pros.
What else? Well, what should we talk about, your Chuck?
Oh, I've got ideas.
Yeah.
Oilers.
Okay, start.
Nuge is back.
Oh my God, is that not good?
So good.
And I know, I get it. He's saying what we want to hear, but I also think he believes in what he says. But the fact that he's enjoying the depth that this roster now possesses in forwards. Oh my God.
Tyler.
I'm going to piss my pants.
Yeah,
Tyler's gonna pee his pants.
The Oilers' depth is unprecedented. Now
Do you
that
notice
he's
that
gone,
we got fresh green tape on the door also?
Yeah.
You guys want to know what your Chuck social insurance number is?
Yes.
I know it off the top of my dome.
Well, actually, I have. You know what? It'll be fun. He's got his text messages here. Let's read some.
Message Amber.
Oh, let's read some. Should we?
It's been weeks since Amber's heard from us, Jay.
Okay, so I don't know how violating of his personal life I want to get into.
Maximally.
But there is, I don't want to mark it as read, but there is a unread message from Amber that says, "You looked so good." With a smiley face emoji. Yep.
They could be trying to take the relationship to the next level. By that I mean physical.
Okay, what else do we got here? I feel like I'm just doing something really wrong.
I am not your father. Stop emailing me.
Yeah.
We got. Oh, geez. Remcheck's got a lot of communication going on at once here.
Yep. Monster.com is open. Better Jobs is in the cap.
ON, I can only assume is bet. Oh, yep.
Flag that one.
Well, we can't tell him we were talking about shit.
Yeah, whatever. That's fine. But that person replied to him as my queen.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I don't. I just. It just feels weird. I shouldn't get too deep into.
You should
this.
log into his email and delete it.
Or
oh man,
we should take a deep dive into his cache folder to see what's going on in there.
Oh boy.
What kind of cookie ads has he got coming up on the old browser?
Oh dear.
You know?
Oh dear.
oh god.
Oh boy.
Anyways,
Oh dear.
I know, but let's talk about the Oilers. Let's actually try to do our best here.
Okay. Nuge is back.
We're just silent for 5 minutes because we're all racking our brains and can't think of a single topic.
The Nuge is back, and that is
What was the matter with him?
Shoulder.
Yeah. Nuge has got bad shoulders. Like it's a common. It just he hurts.
Second or
Mike
third
Greer
time.
level of bad?
Maybe not that bad.
Not that bad, but he can.
It's the second or third time at the least.
Yeah. He tweaks them, but
If you separate your shoulder once, it's like highly likely you'll do it again, right?
yeah. Then you've got
Yeah.
shoulder problems. There's no coming back from
My
it. So-
left one can just pop out just by gently pulling my wrist.
Oh, hey, you're Chuck.
Wow, that was shockingly fast.
Hey.
Well, you're like a horse.
Hey. There he is. There's our guy, guys.
We might have to flag a certain government name as well.
We went off the rails and started yelling at each other with our government names.
Yeah, but
How many minutes go from right now?
oh,
Minute?
I don't know,
Minute and a half?
2,
What?
3 minutes.
Could be an hour.
Well, right.
How long have you been gone?
We let slip that Bag Milk's real name is Tito.
Yeah.
Need you to
I don't want
delete
anybody to
that
know
one
that.
too. Second Tito, write that down.
Yep.
You ran down there, didn't you? We have an elevator here.
I've taken the elevator once.
I've never taken the elevator.
You've never taken the
Stair
elevator?
boys.
Stair
Boys, yeah.
Stair Club always wins.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, before we keep moving along, God, I'm so out of breath.
You out of shape? For a guy that plays sports as much,
I
you do
know.
a quick
I
run
Got
up the
feathered
stairs.
bangs.
I float a lot when I play beer league, though, so it's not great exercise. Shout out to Twig and Berries. Promo code Nation15 gets you 15% off. Get
Were
your
you
wardrobe
thinking about
ready
that in
for
the
spring.
toilet when you got back? You're gonna do twig and berries
Well, because I was looking down at my Twig and Berries underwear.
with your well-scaped man.
So shout out to Twig and Berries.
Speaking of,
How about the toque model?
oh yeah,
I saw Brad Stabenko shirtless on one of their ads.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What in the earth?
It's
yeah.
this
got
fusion
crossover.
is just fantastic.
Brad Stabenko made ads for Twig and Berries.
Yeah.
He is
He's
a
an underwear
model.
model.
Yeah. That's the fusion. I love it. It's the best. When someone was literally, when we were hosting as part of my board duties,
I love it.
we were hosting a bunch of people in Edmonton for Explore Edmonton, and someone's like, explain the Nation to me. And I explained how a sponsor of our podcast has now taken a listener of our podcast and made him a spokesman. I'm like, that's the Nation.
How did that come to be? Did he just take pictures of himself wearing Twig and Berries?
They did like a full-on photo
Oh
shoot.
my god. This is
It's
just
amazing. It's
the best.
amazing.
I
It's the
love
best.
Also, he's been like stupid hot with his bets. He's nailed the first goal scorer in like 2 of the last 3 Oilers games.
Yeah, he
And
turned
that
5
pays
into $100.
dearly.
Yeah, he had Yamo the other night too. Good for you, Brad.
Yeah,
Fresh
man.
undies, fresh man.
That guy really lives a good life.
He really does.
He has a lot of fun.
And the ad
he's coming.
photos
He's
are
coming.
just the
I
best.
think he's my roommate this weekend.
Yeah, I
You
believe
better
so.
be careful with a guy with Ginch that
So
good in your
I'm gonna
room.
get my own private show.
You're bringing Brad. He's your roommate?
He's your plus
Who's
one.
your roommate? Rick?
Rick's my roommate. Yeah,
Who's your roommate? You're bringing a buddy.
Yeah, my friend. Wow.
is the kid that
Wap.
he came with us to
Right,
Vegas,
wap.
right?
I was gonna say, have him be your drive home, but he's renowned for chugging booze with booze in it. Do not go to
Yeah.
him
Yeah,
for your.
Brad Stepeko super beers himself regularly.
Yeah,
Oh man, he's the best.
He really is.
Yeah, he is. He's a vibe.
Whole
Much
vibe.
needed vibe.
I'm excited he's coming. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's a good time.
Great time.
Should we talk some Oilers?
Yeah,
We did while
we
you
were
were
trying
gone.
to, and we
Yeah.
we tried twice while
We
you were
said
gone, and we
Nuge
just
3
said
times.
Nuge. Yeah, Nuge.
Well, we need some good YouTube content as well, so we can make this like a good chunk on the Edmonton Oilers. Who are you more concerned about? Yessa Puljujarvi's slow play or Darnell Nurse from his rough game?
Nurse,
Darnell Nurse. Yeah.
nurse
Really?
all day.
Yeah.
Buddy. Puljujarvi we can navigate because we got 13 or 12 other forwards around him or whatever the number
Yeah.
is. I can't think. Once again,
RIP.
Hotmail
rest in
grief.
power.
You actually just got CC'd on another email to your Hotmail
Shit.
All right.
while we were
Yeah,
talking.
did it bounce back?
Probably.
Immediately because now it bounces back.
Yeah.
So you can insulate Puljujarvi. Your number one defenseman can't be making mistakes,
What? It's not his fault. His helmet floinked off.
especially your number one defenseman that's about to get it into a $9 million contract.
Yeah.
Can't be like no.
I think there's a line to the Darnell Nurse criticism, though. I think people who are right now being like, told you the contract sucks, blah, blah, blah. My side to that is it sucks that they didn't sign him long term earlier. That's not really a Holland thing. That's a Chiarelli thing.
But it's not. He's like, is this year worthy? Is he a $9 million defenseman this year? Because we valued him as one.
Yeah. I don't think he's a $9 million D-man this year, but if you didn't sign him, I think you would have been in trouble. Like, what's this blue line look like without Darnell Nurse?
Terrible. Not even blue.
I don't think you had to
I-
sign him after last year, though.
But
Why
you
did
really
you have
wanted to bring him, like, last year he took a big step forward, right?
Well, that's what I mean. You signed him after a heater.
Yeah, which maybe wasn't the best business, but also did you want that distraction coming into the year of
Yeah, why
your
not?
best defenseman on, I don't know.
Why not
Listen here,
fucking
Amtrak.
YOLO, man?
Listen to this. Remember when he signed his 2-year bridge deal?
Yep.
So I saw him the day before he signed that at Route 99 having breakfast, where I also eat breakfast from time to time. And he was sitting
That's the
right
one with
across.
all the shit on the walls, right?
Yeah, the old diner.
Yeah, that's good.
And I looked across the aisle and accidentally locked eyes with him while he was eating. And I said, this guy's calm as a bomb. He's worth this plus some. I was only one contract ago, your Chuck. That's
Wonder what he's
first-hand
done for
knowledge I
He
gained.
bridged twice, didn't he?
They
Did he?
bridged him
He bridged
twice.
twice.
This is the
sec-
second bridge, then.
The second bridge was.
This was only like 3 years ago. I
That's
saw.
the one where they should have just ponied up the extra $2 million, but they
Could've got
didn't
him
have the
at
money
7.
because they had too many bad contracts.
If he was nervous about a bridge contract, he wouldn't have been eating so vigorously at Route 99. He'd have been having something small and nibbling.
Yeah, his like he played it right because he signed the big ticket. But the thing is like you look, it's a big fucking. First of all, he makes more than Leon. Like that. That's a.
You'll never see him at Route 99 again. $9 million guys don't need a Route 99.
yeah, but you
I
can't
still
say
believe in him.
you
He's a
can't-
good defenseman, but it's not like
You can't
$9
say he
million
makes
bucks.
more than Leon as a
Well,
thing, 'cause Leon's.
Tyler, do Tyler math and tell me if he makes more than Leon.
I know, but that
Wow.
can't be that's not a fair criticism of the Darnell Nurse deal. Is to say, well, he makes more than Leon.
Don't call him by his government name in that tone. This is a big deal you're talking to. He gets text messages from Jay Onright.
He makes more than Leon.
Yeah, okay,
He makes
I know
more
that
than
is-
Roman Yossi. He makes more than Victor Hedman probably.
But what is the market for these defensemen? What did Morgan
But-
Riley just get? What did Seth Jones get?
Okay, what did Morgan Riley just get?
Morgan Riley got
7?
long-term deal
7.5. There you go.
Okay, yeah, so he's getting more than Riley.
So I'm just saying, like, it's just like,
yeah, like they probably
it just hurts.
did overpay him, but I just
it wasn't overpay, and it's just gonna hurt us because like we're always in cap hell, and
Yeah.
like just doing contracts like that doesn't hurt
I
or it doesn't
wonder-
help. Oh God,
This is what I think
grief
will
is
happen, though,
serious.
because they'll need to clear up some cap space.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Barry and Cassian are going to be. See you later. Maybe Warren Fogle.
Yeah. Stauffer was saying they could have moved Fogle at the deadline.
That's why I thought it Warren Fogle.
I like Warren Fogle. Don't move him.
I like him too.
Hey,
It's just like he may
whoa.
never score again.
He always finds a way to get things done.
But you say that, but what does he get done?
Except all the things
He does lots of things. He always finds a way to finish his checks. He has little blooper goals near the
Yeah,
net.
that's fine. But he's not. He's paid as a third liner, and he's not playing.
Like he wore glasses that one time. He looked great.
Oh, I trust me. I want to believe. I want Warren Fogle to pop off, and I'm still holding out faith that he might like just shoot out of a cannon in the playoffs.
He's visually better.
I think, yeah, you're right. Because heading into the offseason, they're going to have like 10 mil with Clefbaum on LTIR, 11 mil with Clefbaum on LTIR. So if Holland can work some magic, which
trade for Weber's contract.
That doesn't.
That's $7 million of cap space you get.
Hold on, what? Explain.
Trade like that's our way out of this is LTIR.
So you trade for Weber's contract, and what happens? Please explain.
Then we get an additional $7 million we can spend.
You get to go over the cap by $7 million if you have an inactive player on your roster.
Yes.
So,
well,
this is what
it's more complicated than that, but yeah,
like your relationship with your father.
Mm-hmm. If you have 11 mil with Clefbaum on LTIR, and then you can, if Holland can work some magic, and you offload Barry at 4.5, 3.2 of Cassian, and then 2.75 of Warren Fogle. I'm no good at math, but you'd be at about 21, 22 million in that range.
Then what?
You can trade for the ghost of Gump Worsley.
And then what? You got to re-sign Yamo. You got to re-sign Puljujarvi. You got to re-sign who else?
Potentially Kane if you want to.
Kane.
So that right there, those three combined probably cost you around 12. And then you'd have 10 mil to go get a goalie, and that's it.
And then, but you still have to replace those three players that we just punted.
Cheap right shot D-man, that won't be hard to replace. On the left side, you could
re-sign Kulak.
You could re-sign Kulak and have Broberg on the right side.
Is it Kulak or Kulak?
I don't know. But re-sign Kulak for like 3 mil.
Kulak.
Put him with Broberg on your third pair. Bang, you've got Barry replaced because Bouchard can take his power play minutes. You put Smith on LTIR. You got an extra 2 mil to go give Darcy Kemper 6 this offseason. Fogle and Cassian don't really need to be replaced because you have Holloway coming up.
Yeah, and then you bring on Shea Weber's contract and then spend even more. The time is now.
I don't understand how this.
Yeah, I'm just not 100% sure because like
why? The thing is we've got the means to do it. And other teams, look at Vegas.
They're fucked.
They're fucked.
Well, they're fucked now. But if they pull off the Dandenov thing, this is how they have the. Think about the big names they have. Like they're all LTR'd, but think of the Mark Stone elite, Eichel elite, like 2 crazy elites plus all the other pieces. Which whatever, I'm not like whatever. I'm sounding really dumbfounded because I'm not listing off all the names. Whatever. It's not email.
I think the Weber thing doesn't work.
Pietrangelo, Shea Theodore.
The Weber thing's just not as easy as like, we got him and it's an extra 7 mil.
Is he never coming back ever?
No, no, he's not. It's more complicated.
Is he retired?
It's not. Why do why? That's what Ken Holland thinks. All these other teams are buying contracts all the time so they can spend. How does Tampa Bay go 19 million over the cap to win the cup?
On our ice.
How do they do it?
Actually, Frank Saravalli said that loophole is on the agenda to be closed.
It is. But that wouldn't so much affect the Weber thing.
No, that's the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, like that
loophole.
would affect the Kucherov loophole where you keep a guy out till day one of the playoffs and activate him.
But Tampa would have done? They would have acquired a contract to be able to offset Kucherov coming back for the playoffs.
Yeah.
You have to spend assets for it. Mm-hmm. But a team that's able to spend like the Oilers, those are the creative things we can do to keep just pounding amazing depth into our roster.
I think you could do it without bringing in Weber, too.
But you do both, is what I'm saying. This is what these super teams do.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Let's be a super team.
Let's be a super team.
We have the 2 biggest superstars, yet we don't have a super team.
Truth.
So do what the super teams do.
That's
and
what
be
I want to know.
super.
Like, they've been around. I just thought we'd have more creativity at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not really holding out hope for that. Which
Yeah.
I think the best case scenario is you offload Barry, Cassian, Fogle, and you spend that money elsewhere.
And then also get some more LTIR to spend more money everywhere.
What if we only had injured players?
We should have like 50 million in LTIR room.
Half the team is dead, and the other half are all-stars.
What if we go interleague trades? Bring in Deion Sanders.
He should coach us.
Yeah.
Coach Prime. He's legit.
You know another shocking thing about the Oilers? How good of shape is Mark Messier still in?
Yeah, he was on the broadcast the other day, and I was
He
just like,
is
this fucking guy could still play if he
Yeah,
wanted.
man.
Oh yeah, I bet you he plays.
He looks
once
like
or
a
twice
million
week. It is
zillion
unreal.
bucks, Mark Messier.
Oh yeah,
Made
He
me
is
feel like
aging great.
Made me feel like a real bag of shit as I was sitting there stuffing cheesy poofs in my mouth.
Well, come on now.
Cheese poofs are good though.
I was running a strong 1.5 BPP, Tyler.
Ooh.
On a road game.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Sometimes you got to.
What's the BPP for this weekend?
Oh, good fucking.
I'm going to have a sky high BPP before we even get there.
Yeah, BP bus ride, BPBR.
PBR?
Wineskin's going to be full.
What if you stopped at Boston Pizza? What's your BPBP?
Ooh.
BPP.
I just want a monster cookie.
Beers per Boston Pizza.
What?
Oh, I'm fucked up now.
Boston Pizza.
Did you lose your
beers per
email
period.
too?
Yeah.
No. Although, it reminded me of when I lost my Twitter account, and my Twitter account, I'm almost at 10,000 followers.
It was gone for like
Congratulations.
a solid
Attaboy.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm 4 away from
What's
10,000.
the growth? Talk about the growth rate. Where were you this time last year?
It's actually a good
Probably
question.
doubled.
Yeah, I think
Doubled.
Probably.
I think when I left 16 September, I was at like 8. So I've gotten 2,000 since September.
Good for you, buddy.
That's cool.
Yep.
Good for you, man.
Thank you. Uh-huh.
My Twitter following is stalled, but at the same point, it's mostly I stopped caring, really.
Well, when you get the score up that high.
Well, I don't know. I just don't find Twitter as fun as it used to be.
Because of all the people?
How come?
Everybody's just so angry. all
Oh,
the
they
time.
are indeed.
Yeah, there's always someone bitching about something on there.
Yeah.
Like today, I posted the pregame show, and some guy tweeted me and was like, "Pregame show 6 hours before the game. They don't even do that for the Super Bowl."
Oh, my God.
And I had to reply and be like, "Well, you can watch it whenever you want."
That's the nice part about it.
About the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's always someone bitching about something.
Yeah.
That is annoying.
Yeah. It's just tiring. Or I just hit the wall on the season. You know, last year was only a 56 game season. Yes, we're at 64 now. Hitting the wall. I need a party. I need to let it out.
Yeah.
A great Twitter follow is our girl Kennedy.
Of course.
At Kennedy's
Hilarious.
Trash.
Happy birthday tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah,
Kennedy.
that's what I was getting at.
Well done.
Hey Kennedy, happy birthday tomorrow.
Good job.
said-
We gave her tickets for her and Watts to go to the game tonight.
I really like the bromance they've got going on.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, that's
It was
odd.
funny. Before I could even finish the sentence, Kenny's like, I am so in. And I'm saying, like, hey, like, I've got, and she's like, I'm so in.
She's one of us.
Yes.
The content
Very
that
good.
she and Waz make at the games is, I
magic.
quite enjoy it.
It's magic. What a scathing review of the poutine Waz gave.
What
I didn't
was it?
watch that.
You didn't like it?
What was it?
Yeah.
Well, the gravy was warm, fries were mid, and the cheese curds were cold.
No good.
And then he said, for $13, not worth it.
Wow.
I had
Scathing.
the ultimate loaded nachos at the game.
And? Review?
Very good. Very good. Chips were
Worth missing the rent
freezing.
payment, though?
Huh?
Was it worth missing the rent payment?
Well, it was actually a beer and the nachos, and I got beef added to it. It was
$95.
$27.
Yeah.
It all goes to the Nuge.
I went to the game on Saturday and went with my neighbor.
That was
And-
Jersey?
Yeah, Jersey. And just, I was expecting midday game, maybe a 1 BPP. And he was fired up to be out of the house. And he set a very torrid pace.
I think you need to make, like, you know, baby's going to come. You might not get a chance to
Well,
do
that's
something
why I'm
easy,
like,
so
well,
get
and
it out of
like,
your system.
I'm always looking to party. So like the minute's like 2, I'm like, okay, 2 for me. And then that just set us on our
You
merry
can
way.
drink around a baby. They can't snitch.
That's true.
You really need somebody to set the tone, though, on one of these things. So I'm looking forward to seeing who sets the tone on Saturday.
Oh, I'm trying my best.
Probably Rick and Brad.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I'm trying to do. I'm not even saying what I'm trying to do because it'll be corrupted and thrown out the window and driven
Yeah, that's
over
like
by
you
the
saying
bus.
that you're going to watch your pitch count again in Vegas.
Oh my god, I really want to subscribe to that theory.
I think I also want to try keep it on the rails because last time we
good
were
for
up
you.
at the Saddle Dome, I almost fell and the stairs are steep. And I'm
Coombsy
scared.
did fall.
Yeah, you want to tell about someone who fell?
I know,
Coombsy,
and I don't want that-
4 aisles down.
Cheering for a goal.
He was right beside. Oh god, it was great. Like I don't know how
He's in
anyone
Brazil.
wasn't-
He can't hear you.
I don't know how anyone wasn't really hurt.
I know, that's what I'm scared about. So
Thankfully, a bunch of people cushioned his fall.
You're too scared of steep stairs to consider getting drunk?
Don't worry, we got Sherpas to get us up there.
We got a wineskin. That's something
That's
a Sherpa would
wineskin,
have.
yeah, absolutely.
Are you going to sneak it in and say it's your colostomy bag?
Yes. Nobody's
full
going
of
to check
poo.
it.
Be like, squeeze it. You'll find out.
Yeah, nobody will check it. I'm going to put a nice cap salve in there. What do you
Take
think
the
of that?
lid off and smell.
I am absolutely.
I might open up a bottle tonight. Man.
My lips will not touch red wine this entire weekend.
I am going to say
is
something.
impossible.
The biggest lie.
False.
No,
Because everyone on
False.
that bus, if they listen to this podcast, is going to just be throwing wine in your face.
And you're going to be there with a bunch of people that do enjoy a glass.
And if we get to Singapore Sam's in time to order a nightcap, best believe it's red wine.
Oh, yeah. They only have the
Look at him.
finest
Look
boxes.
at him fighting with his destiny.
I don't want it. I don't want to do that to my body.
But this is
Well, this is how you learn.
We're not going to force feed you a liter of red wine, kind of like
Fast
how
forward
you drank
4
it the
days, you're
first
being
time.
held down at Singapore Sam's with a hose down your throat.
Maybe this time don't guzzle it like it's the last red wine
You
that ever
sip
existed.
on it. So maybe we'll get you a beer and a red wine, so you can chug the beer,
drop shot.
and then
Tequila and a red wine.
yeah, do it.
Delish.
Blech.
So, yeah. Good luck.
There's no way that's going to happen because I've already washed the wineskin. It's prepped. It's ready. It's coming. I'm going to get us even some little plastic wine glasses at the dollar store.
You can't pour out of a wineskin into a goblet. You have to drink it straight from the skin.
Well, if that's what we're doing, we're getting friendly. I'm down. I'll give you a blast. Like cap salve.
A blast. Hey, you want a blast?
Want to blast off?
You're
Babe
checking
looks
your
in the
watch.
back
You
with
need to go.
2 wineskins
No,
like
I'm actually okay.
bandoliers on.
Once again, now that I don't have access to email, no one can invite me to anything, so I don't have calls. That's the other repercussion.
People would phone your Hotmail?
I get sent invites for calls, and because I would be communicating with them. I'm not communicating with anyone, and I can't accept or receive invitations to talk.
Tell everybody that you're only on MySpace.
Yeah.
DM me on my MySpace.
If you need Jay, he's available on Nexopia.
With a DM.
Goes
He
down.
only uses Sony PlayStation 2 chat to communicate.
Oh,
Boy Princey is supposed to be meeting with us in Calgary. Although I'm not sure if he has a ticket yet.
why?
Because I've just brought it up a bunch of times, and everyone just keeps going like, "Hey, yep, he has a ticket," and I'm like, "Princey, do you have a ticket?" And he's like, "Nope, don't have a ticket."
Oh,
So I'm a little concerned that he's going to show up and be like, "Hey, yeah, Tyler invited me," and we'll be like, "Oh, sorry, man, no tickets."
that'll be so awkward for you.
Yeah.
It would be, which is why I'm
That'd
trying
be really
to.
upsetting for
That's
you.
probably
The
why
red
the-
wine, you're like getting
Probably.
You've got wine-stained teeth telling him he can't come into the...
You can't come
into the
in.
sauna.
just purple mouth.
Want some red wine?
Get out of here! Who said you could come? What?
My dad won't hug me.
See this?
What's this?
The Denver Broncos stadium is on fire.
Oh boy, it's
The
Bezos.
Broncos are on
They
fire.
declined his offer.
It's Bezos.
Like the actual stadium is on fire, like the seats.
Wow.
How
That's
does that
what
even
happens when
catch-
you sign Russell Wilson. That the hot
good
fire.
joke. Good joke.
Team's hot fire.
This won't be memed.
Wow. All
Or
right.
Denver.
That's how you get new seats, though.
Hey, I guess.
Right.
All right. Well,
Answer this question, real-life listeners. Will Tyler partake in red wine on Saturday? I say yes.
Yes.
It's 100% yes.
You know you are. Look at your eyes. Look at your own eyes. Pop one eye out and look at your other eye.
I'm probably gonna have. So we get there early enough to go for like a pre-game like bite. Well,
Yep.
Your dinner. For me just a snack. So
Yeah,
4
yeah.
p.m. dinner. So you got to be happy about that.
yeah.
I'm probably gonna get a nice glass of red to go with whatever I eat.
I am.
And that's a
going-
great time for you to have a wine because you're not
Who's drinking red wine? What are you, 15th century
10
barons?
out of 10.
That's
What is going on?
that's the
I'm going
new
to have
lifestyle.
some
Well,
port
but yeah,
and some wine
but that's the evolution. It's
and
port.
a leg of mutton.
You gotta have port. Port is good.
Bus leaves Edmonton around what, noon?
Yeah.
We
Allegedly.
stop at the brew house.
No,
No, we did last time.
we're not doing that.
We're just going straight.
Straight
shot.
I think there's a little gas station stop maybe in right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way,
because you'll have to pee.
You'll get
Yeah.
hickory sticks.
Because you'll have 2 coffees before
Hickory
you go on the
sticks
bus.
pair perfectly with your red wine.
So like we're getting to Calgary. What, like 3:34
Yeah.
around that time.
Game starts at 8. Plenty
Game
of time.
starts at 8.
Plenty of time. There's a lot of bottles of red wine that can go down in those.
Like
4
we
hours.
could do a hotel room pregame show, but it loses the aesthetic of the bus trip.
I know.
I can just see you at 2-3 in the morning, passed out, your sports bet open, lost, bottle of red wine. Amber, Take me as your husband.
They don't. What is it? They don't like me like you do.
They don't care about me the way you do.
They don't care about me.
They
the
don't
way
want
you
to
do.
see me out of my bathing suit like you do.
I haven't watched that video.
Hey, Remchuk.
Yep.
I saw that message.
Where?
You look so good.
You do look good today.
I saw it.
We went through your computer.
Were you guys going through my computer?
Of course we
you
were.
had it open. It was right there in
You
front of
can't
me.
leave a laptop in
And
front
then
of
I
three
shared it
people
with
live on a
everyone.
podcast.
Oh, she did. She did message me.
I don't know what the.
She was talking about watching the pregame show.
That text was from me, Jay.
I didn't wear a hat today on the pregame show, and not only did Amber clearly think I looked good, but a handful of listeners said I did as well.
You do have nice hair.
Interesting.
Feathered
Hair
bangs.
looks good.
Feathered bangs.
It's very Anchorman.
Yeah, I'm wrapping this up.
Why?
That's fair.
I'm just kind of over it.
Because the Broncos stadium's on fire and you're in an emergency situation.
I gotta go cover the Broncos stadium fire.
Fair enough.
Well, you're going live right now.
I can't wait to drink red wine with you, Tyler.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yep.
Good shit. Yeah.
Should be good. All right. Well, this is.
So no resistance now. We've got him there.
Yeah, I'm not even listening.
Now you can end the podcast. We got him where we needed him.
Episode 364 of the Real Life Podcast,
Brought to you by the HGA Group. Shout out to Twig and Berries and our friends at Manscaped. Promo code. Listen to that from earlier. And PointsBet Canada.
Hoodoo Little Fort Sass. Check it out.
Yep. And DoorDash. Ding dong. Real Life DD. 25% off and no delivery fees on your first order.
Edmonton Coffee Club.
Better 20.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Real Life Podcast. Don't want to miss any of our nonsense? Hit the subscribe button and give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram.